What disappoints me is we're not nearly playing the level we can play. And that's what all of us should be upset about, that we can play better. We went out there and didn't play our best football. And we all got to take responsibility. I mean, it was offense, it was defense, it was kicking game, and we have got to play to our potential, play to our abilities for us to win, and we can win if we'll do that. You got to trust us, and we got to depend on you, and we got to come together and get us all doing a better job of doing what we can do, and all those things you got to do that you got to have that make a Wednesday a great day for you. You got to have personal pride, personal ambition, personal goals, and know that this today has to be taken care of. We are getting better, man. We are coming together. Every day we play a little bit better together. And that comes from everybody we can get in there and doing everything they can, play as hard as they can. And then we just get better and better, and good things will happen. I promise you that. Good things will happen. I believe in you, and I see the way you work. I know what you want. And if you get yelled at, you just suck it up and go. Because we know what you want. You know what your goals are and your ambitions are. And we have a plan. Every week we got a shot to go one more in that direction. Like I said, Liberty, they got a good ball club. I watched them last year. They got a pretty good ball club. But again, I mean, with Troy, it was nip and tuck all the way. And all I can do is compare a little bit, compare things. And they're kind of like something. They're better, but they're not the best. We take care of what we do. We do the best job, be the best team we can be, and that'll be good enough.
If you got any questions about the game plan, we've simplified it down to the best that we can. We may add a thing or two tomorrow, take out a thing or two, and we got to play fast. That's why I got so mad. When the play is over, you skill guys got to go run back to the ball while you're looking at the sidelines. Because we're going to go fast tempo, you know that. So we got to have a sense of urgency. Have a sense of urgency, get yourself ready. Had a good week. Saturday is going to be 72 degrees, man, at the highest. This is going to be a nice, cool day. Have some fun playing ball. Let's get a break down. Let's go. Let's go. Offense on three. 1, 2, 3.
Offense.
Work if we execute. If we got to execute it. If we can go out there and do it exactly like the plays will work, I know they will. I know they will. Defensively, Coach Alley has spent 8 years with, to me, one of the best defensive coordinators in the country, training and learning what he's learned. And I wouldn't trade him. I wouldn't trade him. He's had a chance to learn from the best in the business. And that's what you're playing out there. Now believe in the system, trust in it, and do what it says. Do what it says. Do that, and we'll be successful. Players got to trust each other. You got to trust each other. You got to have each other's back. Your teammate better have your back, and you better have your teammate's back. You better trust your teammate. He better know he can trust you, and your teammate better be able to trust you that you're going to be where you're supposed to be. And with that trust, we can be a great football team. With that trust, we don't point fingers. With that trust, we know somebody's back there behind our back, and they're going to lift us up, and they're going to help us. Got to have trust. We got to have commitment, man. We got to have a commitment. You got to fight. You got to play as hard as you can play for 60 minutes. And I don't want to ask you, and don't play 60 minutes. Play one play at a time. Play as hard as you can play, one play at a time, and make a commitment. You're going to find a way to get it done, and you're never going to give up, and you're going to play as hard. Never, never, never quit playing hard. You ain't going to lose if you never give up. You never quit. You never quit. You ain't ever beat. In this game, let me tell you something. These games like these, and I don't care about that daggum, the line on the game. Hell, Troy you already know what you can do with the line. They're 4-touchdown favorites. It didn't mean a thing. They don't mean a thing if you don't let it. If you don't let it mean a thing, it won't mean a thing. Somewhere along the line, you get up off the ground. We had a tough game last week, man. You get up off the ground and you go play the game. And you go play as hard as you can with as much confidence you got. Because that's what you do. because that's what you do. That's what winners do. Winners never give up. They never quit. They keep fighting. And that's what we got to do, man. You don't always get what you want in life. You don't always get what you need, but you almost always get what you expect. Let's go out expecting to win tomorrow. Let's go out, every one of us, let's go out expecting to beat this team tomorrow. And we'll go out and kick their ass. Come on, let's go. Football. Great night for football. Everything you ask for, everything in life you want right here today. Jumping jacks. Feel good job. Tail gunner. Tail gunner. Brilliant. All right, man. All right, let's go. Let's come back out here. Let's come back and kick some ass out here. All right, on family on 3. 1, 2, 3. Family on right. Just a few things we always talk about. Lock in, man. Lock in. As we walk on that field, you're locked in, ready to play. Everybody on that field, and everybody we put on that sideline, we're locked in winning this game. We're locked into doing what we can. Every single man in this room. As soon as we get on that field, everybody, stay focused. Everybody here. Be physical from the first play. Let them know what they're here for. Let them know what your intentions are. They're going to want you to show them somehow that you really don't want to play this game. That's what they want to see. Don't you show them that. You look them in the eye and you stick them in the mouth. And you let them know what you're going to do out here and what they're up against. Defense. Deliver the blow. Deliver the blow. Go full speed and rally around the ball. Communicate with each other. Talk to each other. If you're playing hard, you're going to make a mistake. I'll give you 5 seconds, right, to think about that mistake. Think about it, correct it, next play. That one's over. Give you 5 seconds to make sure you decipher what you got to do better next time. Now, offensively, same way. Offensively, same. Offense, control the tempo. Control the tempo. Move quickly. Make them worry about getting ready with us. Control the tempo. One play ahead of them, not them one play ahead of us. And special teams, let's outplay them. Special teams outplay them. Everything you got in protection, coverage, kicking, and punting. It'll affect the outcome of the game. Everybody in this room that walks into a special team, make sure you know how important it is. Make sure you know how important it is. And then men, hey, have fun. Golly, I mean, the weather's perfect. It's football season. Perfect weather at home. Got a great opponent. You got a great opportunity tonight. That's what we got. Not a challenge, but an opportunity.
ULM shows blitz. They bring just 4. Play fake. Willis hit from behind, and down he goes. Warhawks get to the quarterback this time with Sir Darius Ellis. From 4th and 10 from the 32. Willis, 5-man pressure, goes to the right. The pass broken up. Josh Newton gets his hand on it and knocks it away from Frith. And Liberty turns it over on downs.
Defense can make a play right here, get a stop.
Handoff. This time extended to the edge and nothing there.
Here.
They'll go back to Mack. Mack hit at the line and stonewalled again. Quincy Ledet, Caleb. 3rd and goal from the 2. Willis going to try to take it himself. Willis on the right side near the goal line and stood up and stopped short. 4th and goal upcoming for Liberty. It field goal. Travion Webster came out of the pack with the football and was sprinting all the way down the field. Liberty lines it up, 4th and goal, the heavy package. Willis, handoff, Shedro Lewis tries to go over the top, and he's turned back. The Warhawk defense gets a stand. Liberty takes over the 2, and they're unable to score. No score late in the first. Do the work on 3rd down and convert. Willis, all sorts of time. Now some late pressure. Rolls. Pressured again, uses a stiff arm. Floats it away, and it's intercepted. He was trying to throw it away and didn't get it out of bounds. Trey Odom comes up with it at the 1 for ULM.
See, that was good to extend the play right there. It looked like he was trying to throw it away, but got to make sure you get that out of bounds.
Second half in Monroe. Rogers hands it off, and the end around, that's Malik Jackson. Jackson across the 35, a first down up to the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 12, 1st and 10 ULM, and getting a chance to go against his former school. 1st and 10 from the 48. Rogers hit as he throws, but it's caught by Fred Lloyd coming across the middle. Lloyd brought down by 2 defenders, including Harding. On the move again, but yet to have any points to show for their efforts tonight. Rogers over the middle for Knight, who goes up and pulls it in, loses the football at the end of the play. And I believe they're going to rule down by contact. It's a pickup to the 9 and a gain of 16.
That's a monster catch right there. One-handed off the helmet.
Right. 2nd goal from the 12. Rogers, they throw to the backside. Henry's wide open. Touchdown ULM. Andrew Henry, with absolutely no one around him, walks it into the end zone, and the Warhawks are within a score. It's 14-6. Station with Nick Roberts. Willis, 4-man rush. Goes the right side, it's picked off. Intercepted by Newton. Newton at the 10, to the 5, dives for the pylon, and he's out of bounds at the 1.
Big play after big play right there for Newton.
Of the goal line, 1st down.
As Willis, that time Newton, you can see David baited him into it.
Yeah, and as you can see right there, it looked like it was a little miscommunication between the
1st and goal, ULM inside the 1. It's Abraham Alsey, and he bulldozes his way into the end zone. Touchdown ULM. Abraham Alsey with the first touchdown of his career, and ULM brings it within a point, 14-13.
I'm telling you, this is the momentum changers right here.
Alsey, boy, oh boy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't think...
Tone for this group. 2nd and 12. Play fake by Rogers over the middle. Pulled down by Zach Jackson for their first lead of the night. Rogers gives to Henry, trying for the edge again. Gets there this time. At the 30, Henry cuts back inside. He could go. Touchdown ULM. 40 yards for Andrew Henry, his 2nd score of the night. And the Warhawks take the lead in the 3rd quarter, 20-14. For Liberty. A huge one here, 3rd and 7 from the 24. Trips to the right for Willis. 4-man rush. Plenty of time, now some pressure. Willis rolls, he's hit, he goes down. The coverage sack for the Warhawks. Jaquez Williams gets there for ULM. Willis goes down to the 16 in the flat. 2nd down and 6. Man in motion is Boogie Knight. The give to Henry. Squirts through the line of scrimmage. Has the first down across the 30 scrimmage. It's a gain of 9, 2nd and 1.
Oh, no, that's a good play right there, too. They're doing some tempo on them, catching them off guard. It looks like they're getting tired out there. They're switching people. Yeah, he's sending a statement for sure.
2nd down and 8 is Rogers, a play fake. Looking to throw. Has a man open. It's Rasmussen. Touchdown ULM. 2nd straight week for Zach Rasmussen to catch a touchdown. He had never caught a pass in his career before last week. And ULM takes a 2-score lead on Liberty late in the 3rd. Just across the 11, they need the 17. 5 receivers for Rogers. 4-man rush. Rogers looks downfield, looks for Will Derrick, and he holds on at the 45. What a play by Will Derrick, and a first down for ULM on a pickup of 33. Play. Here's another look at the catch by Will Derrick with an arm in the way manages. Rogers on 3rd and 18. Pressured again, steps up. He's going to run. Rogers to the 40 and dives, stretches that football out close to the 35-yard line. Callum Sutherland, the snap, the hold, the kick by Sutherland is on the way, and it is good! Callum Sutherland drills it from 53, and ULM takes the lead with 1:44 to play.
That was a boom. That was a big boy move. That's the one thing you don't want him to do.
6-man rush. Willis scrambles, hit, and he is stopped. The late whistles, it's Zach Woodard to lead the charge for the Warhawks. A loss of 6. It's 2nd down and long, and Liberty with 1 timeout needs to hurry. Trips to the left. Willis on 2nd and 16. 4-man rush. Goes deep. It's overthrown. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Williams. And ULM gets the 3rd interception of Willis tonight. And they are a couple kneel downs away from a huge upset at Malone Stadium tonight. The Warhawks, over 30-point underdogs at home, are going to find a way to beat the Liberty Flames tonight.
Really good team, really great offense right here that they knew was super dynamic. They had a lot of players on there and a great defense as well.
First time Liberty will lose a game under Hugh Freeze when they outrush the opponent. They were 19-0. They outrush ULM tonight, 251-141, and the Warhawks knock off Liberty anyway. 31-28, a huge second half from the Warhawks. 28 points in the 3rd quarter, and the 53-yard game winner for Callum Sutherland as ULM moves to 3-3 and Liberty drops to 5-2.
There's so many kind of heroes in a game like that for ULM. You just don't know where to start because there were so many opportunities for us to probably feel like we had no chance or it wasn't going to be our possibility of winning. And we would lose momentum and we would get it back and we would get it back and you just assumed that quarterback would take over. But we kept fighting and playing and it was just a win with a lot of heroes for our football team. I know in all my career, and this is my 25th year as a head coach, I don't know what it means to be an underdog or the number of points that means when you're a certain amount of points, but I know whatever that means. I've never coached in a game that I've been that much of an underdog and won a game, but we've had a couple of big games like that, and I just credit our players for believing that they could come out there and play their hardest, and if they played their hardest, they have a chance to win against anybody. I think if there's a definitive moment in that game of what we were willing to do and how we were ready to play was when they blocked that field goal, and that's something we worked on all week because they're very good at pushing that guard on field goals. But they were able to block it anyway, and for Zach Rasmussen to run him down at the 1 or 2 yard line, and then our defense to hold him to no score, and that whole transition comes out to 0-0. That to me was that was probably of all the many plays that we had after that will be recorded as the plays that made the difference. I think that one was a play that represented our football team and how badly they want to win and what they're willing to do for our tight end to run him down and make that tackle and then for us to make that stop. From that play, almost in the very first series or two, to the final 53-yard field goal, it's funny, I called for the field goal team. Then I thought about it. I said, man, we're going to put them in pretty good field position, and they're so good at block. I don't want to have a block field goal or something there keep us from going to overtime and maybe winning it there. But then we called another play. Then we had a timeout, and I said, no, let's just field goal. Every day in practice, we put him back as far as he can go, Sutherland. We said, let's make sure every single day in practice we know your distance. And it's been about 56 yards. And I said, we're not going to probably ever kick that unless it's the last play of the first half or last play of the game. I said, but at least we know you can make a 56-yarder without messing anything up. And that one was only 53. And I looked at him and I said, you make that every day. And he did. He made it with room to spare. But that was just one of many big plays. Defense had 2 fourth-down stops. They had 3 interceptions. Offensively, we finally finished. We've struggled to find a quarterback with Rhett being out. and Chandler coming in that didn't know everything about our offense. It limits Coach Rodriguez and what he can call and what we can execute. But we just got better and better, and our quarterback is beginning to understand how to run that offense. And we're just so proud of that. Big catches by several receivers. Will Derrick, one of our captains for the game, made the huge catch on that last drive to keep us a chance to make that field goal. That's just a huge play for Will Derrick, who walked on, earned a scholarship, and made just one of the big plays of the game. So it was big all the way around, big for us. And really, there were so many times you said, well, that the other team came out flat. But there were so many times for our kids to quit or them to come back, and it looked like they had momentum, and our guys could say, well, they're just too good or they have momentum. But momentum changed several times, and we were able to take it back. And at that point, I have to say we went out there and played the best we could, and tonight it was an opportunity for us to win.
We pride as a defense. We had a rough couple of weeks, so we prided ourselves on the game coming down to us and us having to make a play and make a stand. So Coach Alley, he's a great defensive coordinator. He came up with a great play to put us in that position on the last play that allowed me to have eyes on the quarterback. We knew he was the guy, so I played deep and I just read the quarterback's eyes and he led me to the ball. And I'm glad I made the play.
Clicked in the quarter after Coach Bowden challenged us to score that first drive. Just after that touchdown, we just felt the juice from everybody on the sideline. The defense was playing well. They got a stop right there. Then we scored again on their, I believe it was the 2-yard line. And after that, we just had that adrenaline rush. We had the momentum. We had great energy. Everything just seemed to be flowing right in our direction. And we just continued with our play call and executed. We control our own destiny. That's something we talked about in the locker room after the game. You go back and see our games we played. We're the only ones who stopped us. Of course, Coastal and Kentucky, they're great teams. Georgia State, we didn't play our best. But we know what we can do. We know how talented we are. We have great coaches here on both sides of the ball. I feel like we have the best kicker in the country as well. So the sky's the limit for us. We're going to attack each day, get better each day, and I feel like we can do a lot of things here.
First, I didn't know if we were going to go for it or if they were going to give me the kick. Obviously, I was ready either way, but Coach Bowden, he lets me kick whatever distance not necessarily whatever distance I want in practice, but he lets me go back as far as I can or as far as he lets me. And obviously doing that in practice obviously gives me the confidence to do it in game, and that showed today. And it's just a blessing, to be honest. Shout out to Trey Corley, my long snapper. Shout out to Brian Garcia, my holder. Without them, none of this is possible, and they make my job a whole lot easier. So shout out to them.
Woo! Hi folks, this is Reagan at Inks Firestone. Do we have some good deals for you? Brakes $25, tune-ups $49.95, CV axles $49.95, and front-end alignments for $69.95. So come to Inks Firestone for the best tire prices in town. Woo!
I've coached a lot of games where everybody in the world said you couldn't win. And everybody in the world said we couldn't win but you. You said you had nothing. Everybody said you couldn't win but you. In all my years, I've never had a bigger win than that one.
We just beat Liberty, bro. We just beat Liberty, bro.
I don't know what a 32 2-point dog is, man. I hope we won every week. Hey, proud of all y'all, man. I'm proud of all y'all. We
Appreciate the coaches too.
We thank all of our coaches, everybody, everything involved here. Let's say a prayer, man. Let's go celebrate tonight.